Yeah, good progress. Yeah, own package. Try to optimize that further. Can have more results like that.
Listen, guys, something is happening in that Red Bull garage that nobody talks about enough. Hold on. Before you scroll, let me show you something the most ruthless racer on the grid. The guy who fights everyone wheel to wheel without blinking, who doesn't care if it's lap 1 or the final lap, is quietly playing Big Brother to a 19-year-old rookie who's currently sitting on top of the championship table. Yeah, you heard that right. And the reason behind it? It's way more personal than you think. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why Max Verstappen and Kimi Antonelli have this bond that literally nobody saw coming. Let's break it down. But before, if you want more updates and news on Max, then hit that like button and subscribe for more breakdowns. So here's the thing. Max isn't exactly known for being soft. On track, he's brutal. He doesn't care who's in his way, doesn't care about reputations, doesn't back down for anyone, not even his own teammates. That's the Max we all grew up watching. But off track, completely different story. Kimi himself came out and said it plainly. He called Max a mentor to all of us rookies. Not just him, all of them. Every single rookie coming into the sport this year got the same treatment from him. And that's honestly wild. Because usually, veteran champions protect their turf. They don't go out of their way to help the competition grow stronger, because at the end of the day, these rookies could be the ones taking their spot one day. But Max does it anyway, without hesitation. Whenever Kimi has a question, Max is there, ready to help. And that's not just a nice quote for the media to run with, that's a genuine, consistent pattern that's been showing up all season long. Now you might be thinking, okay, mentor, sure, but what does that even mean in real life? What does it actually look like behind the scenes? Kimi actually opened up about this too, and honestly, his answer says a lot. He said that when things aren't going well, it's really easy to start doubting yourself as a driver, especially as a rookie with the whole world watching. And that's exactly when Max steps in. He reminds Kimi that even the best drivers on the grid go through rough patches. Nobody is immune to it, not even the champions. That mistakes are simply part of the process, not the end of the world. And here's the part that really gets me. Kimi said Max doesn't do any of this for attention. He's not doing it to look good on camera. He does it because he genuinely means it. And in a sport this cutthroat, that kind of sincerity is honestly pretty rare. Alright, so now let's talk about the fun part, because this isn't just a mentor-student thing. There's an actual friendship underneath all of it. Kimi said something really interesting when asked about their relationship. He said the best part of knowing Max is that they can talk about so many things beyond Formula One entirely, things that have nothing to do with the sport itself. Both of them are genuinely obsessed with GT racing, like next level obsessed in a way most fans wouldn't expect. Max has been racing GT3 cars on the side for a while now, chasing wins in endurance events across Europe. And Kimi shares that exact same passion, the same itch to be behind the wheel of anything with an engine, no matter the category. So basically, these two nerd out about cars together, even when the cameras aren't rolling and nobody's watching them. And that shared obsession is really what turned a simple working relationship into an actual, genuine bond between the two of them. Here's where it gets interesting. Max has openly said that age really doesn't matter to him when it comes to who he vibes with in the paddock. He said, in his own words, if he likes you and gets along with you, it genuinely doesn't matter if you're 10 years older or younger than him. And when you actually look at Kimi's situation, insane raw talent, thrown into intense pressure at a young age, expected by everyone to be the next big thing in the sport, it's honestly not hard to see why Max might look at him and see a flash of his own journey. Because remember, Max broke into F1 young too, under massive pressure, with everyone watching his every single move, waiting for him to either sink or prove them all right. So this connection kind of makes sense when you think about it that way, right? Now here's a detail a lot of fans don't actually know about, and it's a pretty exciting one. Kimi has said, out loud and on record, that he'd love to team up with Max in an endurance race one day, maybe even something as big as Le Mans. Not just chat with him casually, not just admire him from a distance, actually race alongside him. in the same car, sharing the same cockpit and the same pressure. And get this, Kimi's dad, Marco, actually runs his own GT3 team, and Max has raced GT3 machinery too, including a run at the absolutely brutal Nürburgring 24 hours. So there's already history brewing between the families here, not just between the two drivers themselves, but their whole camps. Fans even noticed Kimi watching Max race at the Nürburgring during his week off from Formula One, and let's be real, that's not something you do for just anyone. But let's flip the script here. What does Max actually think of Kimi? In his own words, when asked directly about it, Max said he already knew Kimi was talented, and he never doubted it for a single second. He even said watching young guys like Kimi, and Bortoleto too, break through into the sport and immediately start delivering results is honestly great to watch. And that's not something champions usually say about rookies who are actively threatening their spotlight and their legacy in the sport. And it's not just Kimi saying all of this either. His own father, Marco, has confirmed that the two of them talk almost every single race weekend, without fail. Marco even called Max an example for his son to follow, not a rival to compete against, and this was said even while Kimi was out there winning 5 of his first 6 races this season. That tells you this bond isn't just paddock talk dressed up for the cameras. It's real, it's consistent, and it's been building for a while now. So quick recap. Max mentors Kimi behind the scenes. They've built a genuine friendship over their shared love for GT racing. Max might be seeing shades of his own rookie years reflected in Kimi. And there's even a Nürburgring team-up dream sitting on the table for the future. Honestly, my take is this friendship is one of the most underrated stories in the paddock right now. And it might end up shaping exactly how Kimi grows into this sport over the next few years. But here's the question I'll leave you with. If Kimi keeps this form up and Max's Red Bull future stays this uncertain, could we actually see these two as teammates one day? Drop your thoughts below.